Hello friends, welcome to Sahu Studies. In this video, we are going to see different kind of joins in Scala. So, join is used to combine columns of multiple data frame based on a condition. It supports types of joins such as inner, left, right, full, left semi and left anti as well as self join. So we will going to discuss and we will going to do a practical implementation of each and every join: inner, left, right, full, left semi and left anti. Before jumping into the implementation, let's talk about different kind of joins in a brief. So let's discuss about left join. So the left join returns all the records from the left table and the matching records from the right table. It is very important. Okay, whenever we are going to do the left join, no, it will going to return all the tables which is present on the left side of the join and will going to return matching records which is present in the right table. It returns 0 record from the right table if there is no match. So suppose we are doing a left join and the matching record is not present in the right join. So it will going to return a 0 record from the right side of the table. Another is inner join. The inner join keyword select the records that have matching value in both the tables. So it will going to fetch all the records which is present in the both side of the table, left table as well as right table. This right join, what it going to do? The right join keyword returns all the records from the right table and matching records from the left table. So how right join will going to return the result? It will going to take all the records which is present in the right side of the join, means right table, and all the matching record which is present in the left side of the table. And if the left side of the table does not have matching records, then it will going to return 0 records. What is full join or the full outer join? The full outer join keyword returns all the record when there is a match in the left side or the right table. So it will going to return all the records when there is a match in the left table or in the right table. This is the full outer join. Then what is the left semi? A left semi join or a semi join gives only those rows in the left row set that have a matching row in the right row set. The right join gives only those rows in the right row set that have a matching row in the left row set. So let's discuss about this. First, left semi join. So left semi joins will going to give those rows which is present in the left row set that have a matching rows in the right row set. Let's discuss about this left anti join. Left anti join which brings in only rows from the left table that does not have a matching row in the right table. So what it will going to do? It will only fetch those records from the left table which is not present in the right table. So left anti join will work like this. This is the only overview of these joins. I will show you the practical implementation how it going to work in Databricks. So in this exercise, what I am going to do, I am just importing all the required variable. I am creating a custom schema with the help of a struct type and the struct field. Here I am creating 6 column and its data type with the help of a struct field. This is the column name, this is the data type, this is the column name, this is the data types. So in the same way, I am defined 6 columns and their data types. Here I am creating a data frame by reading this CSV file with the help of spark.read.csv function and with the help of this custom schema which we have created here. We are also creating another data frame by reading this CSV file with the help of a spark.read.csv function with the help of this infer schema, and it's creating this data frame. Once both data frame gets created, so what I am going to do, I am just joining these two data frame based on AP ID and AP department ID, and the joining types are inner join, left join, right join, and the full join. So till here creation of a data frame by reading a CSV file we have done in my previous exercises. So I will going to copy these codes from that exercise and I will show you how join is happening in Scala. So let's go to the Databricks. Let's create a notebook. Name it as join. Let's connect this with running cluster. Let's copy the data till creation of a data frame by reading a CSV file. So this will going to import all the required library. It will create custom schema. This will read the CSV file and create the data frame. Let's rename this data frame. I am going to rename it as APCSV data. Let's run this one by one. It is taking some time. Okay, all the required libraries are available in this notebook. Let's create this custom schema. Custom schema has been created successfully. Let's create this data frame by reading this CSV file. So the data frame has been created successfully. Let's display this data frame. So it has 5 records. Let's read another CSV file to create a data frame. So what I'm just doing, I'm just copying this code. Here I'm pasting it. I'm just changing the name of the data frame. Okay. And here this option is equal to true. Schema, we are not defining any schema, but we are saying that option is equal to infer schema, and it is infer schema is true. And here we are supplying the path. The path is ap employee underscore deppt dot csv file. So let's run it. This data frame has been created successfully. Let's see the content of this data frame. This is the content of the data frame. Let's join these two tables. So how we are going to join? Let's first this data frame, we are calling this join function, and in join we have to pass the name of the data frame on which we are joining with this data frame, comma, then we have to select the name of the column on which we are joining. So here is ap underscore id, which is equal to ap deppt id. So what we are doing, we are joining these two data frames with the help of these columns, ap id of this data frame, ap department id of this data frame, and here we are saying that which kind of a joins it would be. So here I am just saying it is inner join, and let's show the content of the joined data set. We can see only 5 records are present, which is matching, which is present in both the data frame. We can see this employee department data frame has 1 2 3 4 5 department id, and sorry, this data frame has department id 1 2 3 4 5. So all 5 records are matching. That's why it is returning all the 5 records, because we are doing the inner join. And what the inner join is going to do, it will going to return all the records which is matching between left table as well as a right table on a particular column. Let's copy this code, and instead of inner join, let's put left join. Okay. The data set which I have created for the joining, no. Let's see if we have another CSV file. Employee and join underscore CSV. Let's read this CSV to create this data frame. Okay. Let's see the content. Now, okay. Now it has some more data. So here in this table, employee.csv, how many data are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 records are there. Now let's do this join again. which join this left join. So in the left join, in the inner join, 5 records are present because we can see this department ID has a 5 records, and this CSB has 7 records, but only 5 records are matching. That's why it is showing 5 records. Now let's do a left join. So what is the left join table? This is the left join table. So whenever we are going to the left join, it will return all the rows which is present in the left table and all the matching rows which is present in the right table. So we can see the output here. All the 7 records are there. Till APCT, all the data, all the columns is populating with the data which is present in left table. But in the right table, it is populating the data which is matching till here. But this 2 data is not matching. That's why here it is putting null. So it is taking all the data from left table and all the matching data from the right table. Let's do a right join. We can see here it is taking all the data which is present in the right table and matching data which is present in the left table. So in the right table there are 5 records. We can see here there are 5 records. So this department ID and department name, it is populating from right table, and this is the matching data which is present in the left table. This is the till here. This is the matching data. Till here, this is the matching data, right? And this is the data which is present in right table. Let's do a full join. What it will going to do? It will take all the records from both the table. Now let's see how left semi join behaves. So what is the left semi join? Let's go to the PPT. The left semi join, what it will going to do? The left semi join gives only those rows in the left row sets that have a matching rows in the right row set. Okay, so let's go to the Databricks and let's do a left semi join. Left semi. So it has a 5 records. So what it is going to do? It will only going to show the left data set which is matching with the right data set. You can see none of the column it is taking from right data set. All the columns it is taking from left data set, but these are those columns which is matching between this data frame with the help of a AP department ID and with this data frame with the help of a AP ID. Let's try for right semi. Okay, right semi is not present or what full. Left outer, right, left semi. Okay, I think right semi is not there. So let's discuss about left empty. What the left NT will do? See, the left NT will bring only rows from the left table which does not have any matching rows from the right table. So we can see here it has only 2 records because these 2 records are present in the left table, means this data frame, but this is not present in the right table in this data frame. That's why these 2 records are populating. So in the left NT join, the data will come from the left table which does not present in the right table. Let's go to the PPT. So we have completed this exercise. We have also completed this left semi and left NT. So in this video we have seen how different join can be implemented in a Scala. So the different joins which we have seen here are left join, inner join, right join, full join, left semi join and left anti join. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.